All right, everyone. Welcome to this daily Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is for Thursday, April 5th, 2018. All right, so today we have the moon in Ophiuchus, getting into the healing energies of things. Maybe feeling from yesterday a bit of depth, maybe accepting some of the deeper aspects of ourself and of life. And now with Ophiuchus going into tomorrow, a bit of healing with that. Essentially this redeeming all qualities of ourself to heal and transform. So along with that, we still do have Mercury squaring up to Saturn, which was in orbit yesterday as well. So maybe collectively some blockage or challenge with communication, maybe with the routine and anything we're thinking about. But of course, channeling that into healthy ways is fantastic today. So let's look at that along with some of the lunar aspects here when we return. All right, so here's the sky for this Thursday. Again, this video is for Sidereal Astrology. We're using the actual size of the constellations. So if you are new, check out that link down below for more information. All right, so the moon was in Scorpio yesterday, will be for the first part of the day, but shifting into Ophiuchus as the day unfolds. So both of these constellations are very much about the same thing. Generally, they do overlap each other in the sky, as you can see here. But there is a slight difference. Where Scorpio, which was mostly the energy yesterday, we become aware of the deeper dimensions of life, or of other, or of ourselves. And it's in Ophiuchus that we essentially do the healing with that, right? We do more of the acceptance work. We essentially, with Ophiuchus, redeem all aspects of ourself, accept them, right? So this is the good and the bad, quote unquote, right? The beautiful and the ugly, quote unquote, all dimensions of life. The mind obviously has its perspective of, duality, good, bad, for example, but this is just a perception of the mind, right? In essence, these are all aspects of life, regardless of how the mind might perceive them. And it's about accepting all aspects of ourself and of life that does lead to healing and transformation. So maybe some themes around this today, but if there's anything you do want to do that does involve healing, whether it's psychological, spiritual, emotional, or quite literal physical healing can sometimes be the case. Great way of utilizing the moon here. All right, and of course, we still do have a lot of watery energy with the Sun and Mercury in Pisces. Again, it is this time of finding peace in life, essentially through living as presently as we can, and also accepting what is in the present moment. So today with the aspects, we do have Mercury squaring up to Saturn, going exact in the early part of the day. We probably felt this increasing yesterday. So a bit of this more serious energy with our mind and our communication, and possibly with our routine as well, right? So Saturn is the planet of limitation, but it is about working within those limitations. And with Mercury retrograde, trying new things. I think it's an excellent time still this week to be flexible, try new things, to learn, to be curious. And with this square to Saturn, maybe channel that into constructive or productive, in fact, productive energy. Squares to Saturn do make it very good for channeling it into our work, especially when it's involving Mercury. Anything that involves our mind or writing, right? Writing is great with this. Communication, doing any work there. And even with our routines also, Mercury is very much about the routine. So what can we do that's the disciplined or grounded thing when it comes to our routine? Excellent way of working with this. And that can ease up any type of, if there is any blockage today or challenges when it comes to the communication, when it comes to the routine. Just good to be as patient as we can and channel it into constructive ways is great with this. All right, so that's going to be easing up as we go through the day, and especially as we get into tomorrow. So it is just kind of this shift earlier in the day. Now, those are the most important things. We do have some minor lunar aspects with this. We are entering into the disseminating phase of the lunar month, so we are gaining some momentum well, not gaining, but we still have some momentum from the full moon last Saturday. So still good to be aware of that things are still in a heightened energy of the lunar month, but they are starting to slowly recede from that. So essentially taking any insights from since last Saturday and implementing them into our life this week, going into the weekend, is great with this disseminating phase. All right, and we do have a square between the moon and Neptune today, so there could be, on a minor note, there could be a bit of, maybe uncertainty if we're trying to figure things out, the mind's trying to figure it out. Any type of maybe uneasiness with maybe might be challenging to live presently with all that Pisces energy. But again, just like all squares, anything we can do to challenge ourselves to live presently, to maybe do things that are spiritual, like meditation or spiritual activities or prayer. These types of things can be great to challenge ourselves with, to integrate today. Just really living presently and accepting what is. All right, so that's the day in a nutshell. Great day for channeling that more serious energy that we will have collectively with our minds into constructive means with anything that does involve perhaps our minds, communication, and I would say especially our routine. And with the moon in deep Scorpio and Ophiuchus, getting in touch with the deeper aspects of life, but maybe as the day unfolds, taking it one step further and accepting and healing those dimensions. All right, so have a great day, everyone. Thank you for watching, and be sure to hit the like button and hit the bell button if you do want to stay up to date on these daily videos, and I will see you all tomorrow for the daily forecast.